Hello everyone, welcome to the JS YouTube channel. I'm Sammy Pupo. I've been writing for JS for almost 3 years now, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about the CarboTunes and the two models that I've been writing recently and on the Challenger and on the CT. As we all know, the CarboTune is made of full carbon on both sides of the board. I've been really liking the CarboTune lately, and I've been using it every time I get the chance to go on a long right-hander. And as you guys saw at Snapper last year, was one of my favorite events, and Jason made me a Monsta10 round tail CarboTune that worked really well for me. And I went all the way to the final. This one that's in my hands right now, it's not the Monsta, it's the Zero Fusion. Recently I posted a clip on my Instagram using this board, and it's a really good board to use here in Brazil where I live. We get to surf a lot of beach breaks and really short waves, and I feel like the Zero Fusion fits the waves here really well. I feel like this model overall has a lot of speed, and it's really good in transitions in between turns. And it's as we see in the clips, the waves are pretty short, so I have to be really quick and try to make the most out of the wave and the only 2 or 3 turns that I get to do. So the Zero Fusion, as you guys know, it always comes on the swallowtail, which works really well for the small waves, as I said. So if I wake up and I see that the conditions are pretty small, and especially when it's glassy, I feel like that's when the carbon works the best. And also, I feel like for the carbon boards, usually I hear, whenever someone comes talk to me about the carbon boards, I hear that they're pretty stiff, and usually the first few surfs the person doesn't really like that feel. But something that I learned from using the carbon is that the more that you use the board, the better it gets, because you get to really step on the carbon and make it go kind of loose, so that whenever you get like more surfs in this board, the better it gets, because the carbon starts to respond a little bit better. So you're gonna feel that kind of flare when you're doing the turns. First few surfs you probably won't feel that, but as I said, the more you use it, the more it gives that feel to you. So this is the board that's in those clips at home, and I've been really liking it. This is the only Zero Fusion I have, and I've been testing it every day here at home, and it's been pretty good. So it's a good feedback for you guys that are in Australia or US and you're looking for a small wave board for the summer. This is definitely it. What else? I also want to talk about this future fins made from JS. I've been liking these lately. Obviously, it's a fin that works really well for the JS board, because it's made from JS and from everyone that rides for JS, so it's really good. I use the medium size, and I've been using these two together, and they go really well. So now I want to go to this other board, which I was talking about in the beginning of the clip. This is not the board from Snapper, but it's a replica of that same board. Lately I've been using a lot of the round tail, not like super pin tail, but kind of round squash tail. It works really well for me. I've been using it a lot on the CT and on the CS. On the CT we have more like more powerful waves, I'd say. so I don't get to use the carbon as much as I wanted to. But on the Challenger was a board that was always with me every event, and whenever the waves were glassy, this was probably the first board that came to my mind. So I feel like it's been recently that we have the carbon in different types of models. So this is the Monsta10 that I was talking about. As I said, this is the board from Snapper. As we can see from the clips at Snapper, I felt like it was like a perfect match. This board, the wave, and my surfing overall just all came together, and it was probably my favorite event ever to surf. And the whole event, the conditions were all similar, and it was always super glassy, and I felt like we got really lucky with that. But the carbon and glassy conditions are just amazing, and this was a different case. For that contest, I was injured before I started, so I didn't get to surf at all. And then Jason made me a board for the contest, and I just went straight to the water with it. And I didn't have that stiff feeling that I said, but I was just really relaxed, and I felt like I was in the moment, and it all worked really well. So I think we really know the Monsta already. I don't, you guys that are following the YouTube channel, you guys definitely used a Monsta before. So this is my day-to-day board. Whenever it's 3 to 4, 5 to 6 feet, this is the board that I usually ride. Not just the carbon, but the PUs as well. And also, I couldn't forget about the leash bar plug that we have. This is something that came up at the Snapper contest, and JS told me about it. I was like so surprised because it's something so simple, but no one ever did it before. So basically we simplified everything, and now you don't need that little bit of cord, like rope, to put the leash. You just put the leash straight into the board, and you don't get that problem of forgetting that little part when you like go surfing and forget about it. Now you just need your leash and your board, and you'll be ready to go. And that's it. I hope you guys liked it, and make sure to comment, tell me what's your favorite model from JS, and like and follow the YouTube channel, and you'll get to see more of this content. So cheers guys.